Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decades since it opened back in 1998. Welcome everyone to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Today a good one in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And we're off from Baltimore. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Kate, he just continued showing he can run anywhere and anytime he wants, including to nearly a third MVP award. I love the 4,000-yard passing season, and sure, 45 total touchdowns now. Now it's just getting back to that elusive Super Bowl for the Ravens.
His back, Derrick Henry, was the intended receiver. And now they face second down. Tight end in motion left. Second down, they go to the option. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ballgame.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Jackson now on third. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Every defense in this league is going to sign up for a 3-and-out to begin a ball game. But to send him off the field, to really add that extra tone setter by backing him up with a sack, that's the cherry on top of that 3-and-out.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, he's got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Off play action, Goff. Finds his man, it's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Lions first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
cool right there. I mean, that is an underrated effort on that play from his target, hustling and bustling his way to make sure he was in the neighborhood of that throw. So the Zebras, they couldn't penalize the throwaway.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Goff. Pass is brought in by Laporta. He's denied the goal line, but they're still going to have a chance here, Brock. That play did get him enough to make it first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Ravens make the recovery.
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line, and then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. They aren't getting anything here, Brock. They're actually going to lose some. Back to the 10.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Now he takes it. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Lamar off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Jackson off the play action. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens parlay the turnover into a lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
We'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. A start on the ground with Gibbs. Escapes in the defender. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
First down, Detroit.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Goff off the play action. Fits it through the middle. And he's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Number 87, Samuel Porta. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Lions.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up second down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
A gain of 12.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. From the red zone now. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. And he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They put a receiver in motion here left. They're going to throw again. Goff. This one's gone. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Now following the penalty, they still need 7 here on third down. Throwing again. Here's Goff. It's on target to Williams. And in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions tie this game 7-7. tying this game up. They're all set to center away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Ravens send Zay Flowers ready for another look on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Into traffic, complete! And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes teams breaking the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, ball at the 36. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A draw now. This is Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. He will be stopped now, but not to like about that effort.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Stays upright. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Man in motion here. From the gun, a run for Henry. Has a big hole left. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 2nd quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can bounce.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Greg Reynolds to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action here with Goff. Pass complete to Slaw. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Lions got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 34. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
That's Laporta again. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Again, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Goff. Complete beyond the bunker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Detroit calls timeout, it's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st down, it's Goff. Dumps it off to his running back. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Offense letting the clock reach 3 seconds as they take the timeouts. And they can try a field goal now before halftime. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This 32 yards out on the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, a hat tip to our buddies for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Reynolds with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Off the play fake, here's Goff. This one to Williams out left side. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Off play action, Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end, because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He breaks the tackle. And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's 2nd and 11. To the left and reeled in by Hopkins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Flowers will go in motion left. Jackson now on 3rd. We'll have the first down and even more. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Lamar out of the pistol. This one's to Andrews out right. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. Lamar would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive their lead to 11. Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They find themselves down 21-10 as they take over. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to go. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. A gain of 30. And the Lions, 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Goff off the play action. The man is there to knock that away. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
On 2nd and 10, Goff couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Goff on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Sam Laporta. So that brings up 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And that's out. We're just waiting for the spot. They're going to say clear the sideline over top the 14. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lamar. Finds a man right side. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Another run for Henry. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. From the gun, Jackson. Gets this to Bateman. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Get to Henry on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Running once more with Henry. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down.
No gain on the play. It's
3 quarters in the books from this one. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Now here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Through that hit. And that brings up 4th and long.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
first down, Lions.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Big strike here to Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
This is caught inside the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions now within one score in the fourth.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
And now the Lions lining up for a very important two-point try.
The Lions will set up.
Oh, they're going to try to pitch it left. And they get the two-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now.
21. Lions 18.
Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. First down, here's Lamar. Finding Flowers. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. One of the tight ends in motion left. This is Henry on second. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
First down, ball at the 36. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On first down, Jackson. Hopkins on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Henry on the option. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed Third down coming up.
Chances of stalling this drive defensively seem bleak, but how about now? Look at those odds changing, Kate. Still not great, but you could feel a little momentum on their side. Maybe they can muster it up and get back-to-back stops.
Jackson trying to sneak it. They're loaded and ready for that sneak. Weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens holding on to a field goal lead. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first and 10, it's Henry. He's able to take this one down to the 25. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
But somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Give to Henry. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going with King Henry here. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The timeout taken here by the Lions, that's their third. And that's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. Third down coming. Back to throw. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Ground check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Lions get ready to return to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he reaches the 35 before going out.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Got to the air now. Completed to his running back. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
Looking to throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, gone. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Well, this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the 4th quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. It's his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
And the Ravens going nickel, 3rd down. Throwing now. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Rolling again. Here's Goff. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So it's 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Ravens will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the win and hold. And this is a game that proves every Pee Wee and Pop Warner and high school coach across the country correct, Brock. Teams who make fewer